On the Gulf Coast with breaking news and weather. Fox 10 Live starts now.
If you love your life, stay here. Don't go anywhere. The only worry is food. Food, water, everything is closed. It's like a ghost town. It's like there's no Ubers, no taxis, no buses.
Today, a tourist from Illinois says he is stuck in Puerto Vallarta until further notice. Several airlines suspended flights to cities like Puerto Vallarta and Guadalajara, and many routes won't resume until Wednesday. The unrest erupted after Mexican forces killed El Mencho, the country's most wanted cartel boss and head of the Jalisco New Generation cartel. U.S. officials say American intelligence supported this operation. In the aftermath, suspected cartel members torched buses and businesses, blocking highways and clashing with security forces across several states. The U.S. State Department is urging Americans in affected regions to shelter in place, avoid crowds, and monitor local updates as disruptions continue. We will bring you updates as this unfolds. For now, we want to welcome you into Fox 10 Live on this Monday. Let's continue diving into our trending headlines. Well, happening now, a historic blizzard slamming the Northeast with more than 2 feet of snow in some areas. The high-impact bomb cyclone is bringing blizzard conditions, heavy snow, and damaging winds. From New York City to Philadelphia and Boston, more than 40 million people across the Northeast under blizzard warnings for the combination of intense snowfall rates and damaging winds from the bomb cyclone. The dangerous whiteout conditions not only prompting school districts across the Northeast to cancel in-person classes, but air travel is also expected to be brought to a halt for some of the nation's busiest airports. In fact, more than 5,000 flights have already been canceled in the U.S. today. That's all according to FlightAware.
We got on the actual plane. They were de-icing it, and by the time they de-iced it, the winds, I guess, picked up. So we all got off the plane and then winded up sleeping here. So this is something I'll check off my bucket list.
Still, the snowstorm did not stop people from enjoying Central Park today, as more than 15 inches fell there alone. Listen to this. A wildfire about an hour north of New Orleans on Sunday afternoon made driving conditions pretty hazardous. This cell phone video shows the flames spreading through a wooded area with smoke blanketing parts of Interstate 12. As drivers made their way through it, the interstate was closed for a few hours because of low visibility. While there is no burn ban in place now, authorities in the area are asking nearby residents not to burn anything outdoors while crews continue working. The cause of the fire as of this afternoon is still unknown. And in our local news now, Mobile police are investigating a deadly accident in Midtown Mobile. Investigators say around 3:15 this morning, officers discovered a deceased male in the area of Old Shell Road and Cosgrove Drive. This right here is what the scene looked like when our crews first arrived. Mobile police say they discovered the victim was standing outside of his vehicle with hazard lights on in the westbound lane of Old Shell when another vehicle traveling westbound struck him. Officials did mention that the driver of the car remained on scene of the accident. The victim's name still has yet to be released. When we get more information here, we will pass it along to you on air and online at fox10tv.com. Now, this is just one of many stories we are following in our local headlines today. Let's toss it over to Steve Alexander for a look at what's coming up.
This is Steve Alexander, and the assignment that some of the stories we're following today. We just got information about a reported shooting last night in Citronelle, where a victim is in critical condition. We'll have that. And the latest we know, of course, in that train accident this weekend, the Amtrak train and the vehicle, 2 people were killed. What now, as far as information? And we're also under a red flag warning in our area, meaning avoid outdoor burning because of winds and low humidity. Usually we're dealing with high humidity. Hal Shurik has been following that.
Red flag warning continues until 6 p.m. Very dry conditions. Also the windy conditions. You can track it all on the Fox 10 weather app. We have our next rain chance on the board here. You can see that with video details on the app. Talking about a rain chance Thursday into Friday there. Other things, you have your full forecast video. And I beg of you, please submit your pictures and videos on the Fox 10 weather app. Your sunrise, sunset photos. We desperately need them, so please send them in. All you have to do is tap on that button on the app and it pulls up right here where you can submit the pictures and videos. What lovely photos we have on there now. We'd like to get some more. I want to talk about our weather headlines here. We continue with our cold mornings. Tomorrow morning will be the real cold morning of the week with temperatures going into the 20s for a majority, really, of the Fox 10 viewing area. Then things become mild quickly, especially by Wednesday and Thursday. And then Thursday night into Friday, you have your next rain chance and maybe a rumble of thunder with that as well. Overnight tonight, here are your lows. 24 in Grove Hill, Monroeville, Evergreen, 26 in Chatham, 25 Atmore and Bruton, 26 in Crestview, 27 Milton, a freeze all the way down to the immediate coast, including places like Pensacola at 31, 31 in Destin, 31 in Gulf Shores, 28 in Pascagoula. Really cold stuff. Plants, especially if you planted anything or if you have potted plants that you brought out in the warm weather, you're going to have to bring those back in, make sure those are protected. Then through the day on our Tuesday, temperatures top out in the upper 50s under a clear sky, a gorgeous day. Tuesday night, not as cold. You see temperatures here in the 40s. And then as we go into Wednesday, the pattern starts to shift and you notice the wind picks up out of the south. When we get that southerly wind, here we go. We're back in the 70s. 72 Jackson at 3 p.m., 72 in Evergreen at 3 p.m. there, 72 in Mobile. So this is a much warmer picture there. Getting ready for our next rain chance. Here it is. You can see Thursday into Friday. You have that 50% chance of rain. Looks like we might see a rumble of thunder, but not really expecting any severe weather right now. Of course, we'll keep you updated.
All right, Nick, although it is chilly today, definitely not as cold as what our friends in the Northeast are experiencing today. I know lots of snow there, and we actually have a few pictures from various parts of the U.S. right now, starting with this one from New Jersey.
Yeah, this was on the onset, too. This was sent, I believe, yesterday.
So they have even more than this
yes,
now.
So much more than what you're seeing in this picture. The snowfall totals that we have seen, I've seen numbers around 30 plus inches there. With winds, especially the closer to the coast, you got like coastal New Jersey, coastal Massachusetts especially, you've had winds at hurricane force.
Goodness.
So really, really true blizzard conditions there. Tons of snow. This is too much snow for them. They can handle snow, not that much.
Right.
So really
and the snow is still falling in this part as well, right?
Yes, and it's not going to get out there till the end of tonight, early tomorrow for some locations. This is Michael sending this in from New Providence, New Jersey. Again, just the beginning there. And you can see that's, I can't really tell how many inches of snow that is, but
very
it's a
icy,
decent
I'm
amount.
sure.
And I was literally thinking about this on my drive in here. If you think back to our snow event, right? I'd say that's probably like what we saw maximum, you know, some of the highest totals probably comparable to that.
Sure.
What you're going to do is add a whole bunch of wind to that and multiply the amount of snow times 3. And that's what they're experiencing.
That's a dangerous mix for sure.
So yeah,
so definitely thinking about
we
them.
have had many reports of course, vehicles stranded. I've witnessed literally on Storm Chaser video, streaming video already of vehicles, people trying to push their vehicles and trying to get the plows can't keep up. So it's a big time situation up there, but hopefully things calm down.
And then over here, a little bit more locally, it was a foggy night on Perdido Key. Tony Piriano submitted this picture here.
I think this one was from a few days ago, back when we did have the fog. But we could expect some more fog next week, or I say next week, at the end of this week. Excuse me, as we get into a little bit more of a humid air mass. We actually were just talking about how dry it is. We will see some changes
Okay.
eventually as we get towards the end of the week.
Good to know. Keep sending us your pictures there. This next one comes from Kathy Kelly. Again, Kathy is in Arizona currently, and this is a picture of 2 mourning doves.
2 birds that
Wow.
you know the sound of, right?
Oh, for sure. Can you make the sound?
I don't know if I can. I can't do it.
I can't whistle, actually.
I can't whistle well.
I can't whistle at all. So
and
that's
it's a really
loser.
deep whistle.
It is. It's
a
very
singing.
distinct.
Yes.
Yeah.
One of my favorite sounds.
Really?
Yes, that and owl sounds.
They're very beautiful and musical for sure. Do we have many more? We probably have several here,
Yes.
don't we? Yeah.
Yes.
Okay.
You,
very
you'll,
cool.
you'll hear 'em.
This next one, I recognize these people. Oh my goodness, it's me and Claudia.
What y'all doing?
We were playing in a pickleball tournament this weekend.
And how'd y'all do?
And we got 3rd place, which I will say,
I was about to say, you have a disclaimer though.
what's the disclaimer?
Weren't y'all
that-
in the super
yes,
advanced
so,
mega division?
Yeah, so just some context.
World champion division?
That's right, yeah. So we were playing against some very good players. They moved us up to advanced. It was a bit of an accident. That's okay. We still had a lot of fun. It was a little scary on the court, if I'm completely honest, but we were able to laugh through it and kind of smile through the pain. That's pretty much what we did.
Okay, how
So-
intense did these advanced pickleball players
Oh, it
get?
was intense. It was like you'd hit the ball to them and they were a wall. Nothing would go past them. But kudos to them. And I'm proud of Claudia because, might I add, this was her very first tournament, so she's never played competitively.
And she played against
And
big boys.
yeah, and we didn't kill each other.
Wow.
So
Well,
I would
good
say it was
job.
a very successful tournament. Also
Always fun.
benefited the Baldwin County Sheriff's Office as well. We want to see your pictures. Do that by going to fox10tv.com, our Fox 10 weather app, Fox 10 News app as well. We'll be back with more Fox 10 Live after this break.
Plus, on the front lines in the fight against fentanyl, Investigate TV Plus.
Today at 3. Committed to you. This is Fox 10 Live.
Welcome back. Olympic skier Lindsey Vonn is finally out of the hospital.
In an Instagram video, she credits her doctor with saving her leg after she had a massive crash at the Olympic Games.
Yeah, Vonn says the fractures in her left leg, or her leg rather, left her with compartment syndrome.
It had not been identified and corrected with surgery. Doctors have had to amputate her leg.
Or may have had to.
Or may have had to
may have had
amputate her
to.
leg. Excuse me.
Yeah, Dr. Tom Hackett traveled to Italy with Vonn because she was skiing with a torn ACL in her knee. You might remember that from a few
Yeah, we
weeks
remember
ago.
this. So Vonn is still immobile, and her bone fractures will likely take a year to heal. So
Wow.
actually, can you scroll back up? I actually want to read that again. Keep going back up. So, I've been correctly with trying to understand what exactly happened to her, because we know. I mean, I actually saw some of the pictures
Yeah.
after this, and
Yeah.
I mean, her leg was destroyed.
Well, I think all of us were holding our breath before she even competed because she was injured before her first run, and it obviously didn't go well during the Olympic Games. And definitely, my heart is with her with this likely being her very last Olympics too. That's hard.
Yeah, I mean, it was such a severe, I mean, I watched it, and when you watched it in real time, I don't think, at least I didn't realize that the deal was that bad until it went through it, and of course everything happened there. But glad to see that there is recovery.
Absolutely.
happening
I was
there.
wondering how she was doing. So that's the latest update on her status. Again, it'll take about a year for her to heal from that injury. Well, the city of Pittsburgh honored a 6-year-old Girl Scout whose cookie selling campaign went viral.
Mayor Corey O'Connor met with Pim Neal and her family on Friday.
So the mayor designated Friday as Pim Neal Day.
As of Friday afternoon, Neal has officially sold more than 117,000 boxes of cookies. 117,000 boxes of
Different than 11.
cookies. Thanks to a number of videos posted on social media.
Okay, the power of social media right there. She even sold 20,000 boxes and get this, just a single day.
Neal now has her eye on a career record of boxes sold by one Girl Scout, which is around 180,000. I'm shocked that she hasn't already hit that.
Wow, and what a cutie. That's a lot of cookies.
I'm surprised I haven't seen this.
You haven't seen this? Really? I saw this on social media a couple of days ago, but
What's she
she's
doing?
A cutie.
What has she posted?
She's very genuine. You know what I mean? Like, she's asking people to buy them. She's just a cutie. Like, she's like, buy my cookies.
I need to find this.
You should find it. It's really sweet. Do you have a favorite Girl Scout cookie flavor that you would buy from her?
Mints.
Thin Mints. Yeah, I like the s'mores.
Yes, I haven't had the s'mores ones in a
needs
while.
to bring us some.
But those cookies are just addictive, and it's not good.
A little entrepreneur here, for sure. Well, you may eventually age out of a lot of things, but one woman is proving billiards is not one of them.
At 98 years old, Maggie Kennedy is still chalking up her old pool cue.
I love it, and she doesn't just play for fun, she's very competitive.
In fact, Kennedy is preparing to fly to Las Vegas for the BCA Nationals Tournament.
She'll get there in style because her friends at Rax Billiards in Stuart, Florida actually chipped in to upgrade her flight to first class. I love that.
According to the Guinness Book of World Records, Kennedy became the oldest competitive pool player in 2021 when she was 94.
This is amazing. What a queen in every regard.
I love, especially in a sport like this, just keep on going. To stay competitive, you know she's having fun.
And no excuses here. Proof you can do anything no matter your age. That's awesome. Well, a piece of history just sold at auction for big bucks.
This T206 Hannes Wager card dates back to 1909 when its original owner pulled it from a cigarette pack.
Yeah, the legendary shortstop played 21 seasons across the late 1800s, early 1900s, mostly for the Pittsburgh Pirates.
The auction house says the rare car remained among the same family for 117 years. Until going up for auction.
Yeah, selling for more than $5 million overall. It's a lot of money. I was talking a little bit about this on Fox 10 Midday, but I have an Albert Pujols baseball card from when I was a kid from 2011, and I looked it up, and those cards go for $100, $150 on eBay. So maybe I should cash it in. That's $150 more than what I'd have for it.
Baseball cards and stuff like that, it is incredible the value that some of them have. Not all of them, but some of them have. Really cool. I do not own any baseball cards.
That's okay. I might be rich and I didn't even know it. You go check the collection.
Yeah, check it. All right, let's talk about this forecast. We're going to start with temperatures here. Temperatures really going up here over the next few days. We're actually going to see temperatures returning to the 70s, so a huge jump by Thursday. That is, of course, with our next rain chance that comes in here. That rain chance, let's just go ahead and talk about it. So here we are on the GFS forecast model. You see this front that's coming on in here. This front will bring a chance for rain showers, maybe a rumble of thunder. Really not looking at a super high chance for that. The setup doesn't look super favorable, but we'll keep an eye on it for sure. This should exit by the middle of the day on Friday, or at least get out of here and be in the process of getting out of here by the middle of the day on Friday. Then we're starting to clear out, and the futurecast does show the front stalling just off to our east. Rainfall over the next 7 days with this really is not a lot. In fact, the last few runs of this GFS forecast model have trended down with the rainfall totals, now less than 1/4 of an inch here. Still, breaking this down, how this is going to shape up. During the day on Friday, we have 50% chance of rain. That is mostly during the first half of the day. Rain chances pick up late on Thursday, and that is your period that we will watch out for. After this front passes, we do not get super cold. It actually stays mild in the weekend. 75 on Saturday, 77 on Sunday, so really not a bad forecast there. 54 degrees right now at Orange Beach with a north-northwest wind at 12 miles per hour. This wind has been a bit of a problem. We continue with a red flag warning, meaning no burning. There's a high fire danger. With the dry conditions out there and the windy conditions, you do not want to deal with a fire. And we keep the gusty winds around through the evening time. After 6 p.m., the winds do relax. And overnight tonight, they're much calmer, but that leads to a very cold night for us with temperatures in the 20s inland, 24 Grove Hill, 27 Mobile, 31 in Pensacola, 26 in Crestview. Bundle up for a cold start to the day. Then your 7-day outlook shows the weekend following and the next few days, really, I should say the end of the week and the weekend here, really looking just fine with those temperatures getting up into the 70s. It will be a nice picture for us here as we go through this forecast.
All right, it's 3:22 now on your Monday. Thank you for spending it with us. We are taking a live look through our Admiral camera into downtown Mobile. Look at that camera shaking just a little bit in the breeze, but we are seeing some sunshine, so we are enjoying that. We'll be back with more Fox 10 Live after these messages.
On the next Investigate TV Plus,
a child can drown in a toilet.
Yes.
Do you think most people know that?
Probably not.
unknown dangers in your home could put young lives at risk.
90% of all accidents to children happen in the home, and 90% of those are preventable.
We step inside the unique house, arming parents with the tools to protect their children.
It's time to put Alabama first.
Alabama Christian Conservatives is responsible for the...
Welcome back. This Friday, Fox 10 and Infirmary Health are hosting a free heart health screening event. You'll get a complete cholesterol screening and blood pressure check with just a simple finger stick, and you'll get those results in just 5 minutes. By the way, no fasting is required. So we encourage you to take part in our Show Your Heart Some Love event Friday morning from 8 to 11 at Pro Health in Mobile. Those other locations will be on our website, fox10tv.com. Well, take a look at this. Sometimes our job can be a little dangerous at times.
I think everybody said that. This is a video from the South Alabama and Troy game on Saturday.
Yeah, Fox 10's Jordan Lassiter was sitting under the basket when Chase Harris stole the basketball and went in for a layup.
Harris did make the shot, but landed awkwardly on top of Jordan.
By the way, Jordan is fine and kept filming the game after the incident. South did beat Troy 65-54, so go Jags. They wrap up their season with 2 home games this week against ULM and Southern Miss. Jordan is on the other side of the studio here, and she's okay
she's
today.
over here, and that's right now. Good job, Jordan. Good job to the Jags. We will see you again tomorrow here on Fox 10 Live.
See you then.